definitely not my favorite of the series, but it's it's just one of them that I'll just watch over and over again.
Yeah, but
Sure. The never mind. Hey, we're live.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I always forget when we do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Really.
Oh, good. That's what you're. here for.
I ground the program. That's what,
Keep us grounded. Thank you for
that's
that.
what folks say about me generally.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode number 19 of ASScast. Woohoo! We made it to
Holy
19.
shit.
We
Look at
haven't been pulled off YouTube yet. Good for us.
It's nice
Oh.
that ass is older than Connor Bedard. That's great.
That is nice.
If episodes
nice.
were years,
If episodes were, we do an episode a year.
yeah,
The kid's also like 6 months old, so
yeah.
You know.
Can't even talk yet.
He doesn't talk at his press conferences. He doesn't know how. He's still learning.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get more on that in a minute here. How's Stoop? How are you doing today?
I am just lovely. I had a great day of hard labor, and I'm here now. I'm sitting. I'm enjoying a fine glass of bullet rye, which I haven't had in a minute.
Bullet rye,
and it's spicy.
It's spicy.
Yeah,
on purpose or.
I don't know. I mean, it's in the. I pour it out of the bottle and then it goes inside me, and the rest is out of my control.
Well, that's good.
if we talk about it too loud, the sports bums will appear. So
I was hoping to summon them. Yes.
We're not trying to.
Kind of my whole goal with keeping it in the picture here is it's like a fly trap for them.
We already have the pentagram. We don't need the bourbon in the pentagram too. Come on. Roxy, our resident marathon runner, how are you doing today?
I feel fantastic. How are you guys? Well, you're asking everybody anyway. Doing very well. Thank you for asking.
You feel like you ran 26.2 miles? Like what? Like 4 or 5 days ago?
I feel fine.
That's insane. I
wouldn't
wouldn't.
depart for Roxy, just a normal day.
I would still not be able to. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do that in the first place, but I certainly wouldn't have use of my legs by this point.
Yeah, they say that like weightlifting is a huge part of your running career, and they're actually very correct because it really aids in your recovery. So I had very little, if any, issues the next day, for what it's worth.
So you're telling me I have to get up?
That's a good start. There are some people in the race that don't get up.
That's.
They use their arms, so you kind of have to pick.
Still kind of sounds like a lot of work. I'm gonna leave it to you. Is what I'm gonna do.
We'll let Roxy try that kind of stuff.
No problem.
And we have a special guest with us tonight. You may know him from 670 The Score previously, but currently it's CHGO with the White Sox coverage. It's Herb Lawrence. Herb, how are you today, buddy?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me, guys. Really appreciate it. And I definitely will let Roxy do all the marathons in the future. I won't even drive 20
What about
miles.
what about say 90-foot sprint?
No, I've already done that.
No. Sprint, I don't run fast.
Yeah, me either. Pavement hurts too.
Yeah, doesn't it?
No,
a little bit.
Sure doesn't feel good.
I've been on it once or twice.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
Jackie, come on, don't be jealous.
Jackie commanding like Herb energy.
Like Kenergy, but it's Herbigy.
Yeah.
Not herbology, but
that's a different
thing.
Jackie and Steve Niss are my NSYNC people.
That's true, they are.
It's like
it's fine. I'm used to being excluded at this point. That's fine.
Steve, did you hear NSYNC?
The same guy who the whole show goes, well, I'm not doing that. Wonders why he's included. Okay, I want you to pull up the comment Jackie just made, and I want you all think about how that should be.
I don't
I think it went, and we all
now it's here forever.
Now it's cemented on the internet. Well, Stoop, you got one fan out there.
Hell yeah.
Oh, baby.
I mean, you did solicit sex from or try to at least.
Hey, that's exclusive content. Don't be giving away the sauce here.
Hey, people are gonna have to go looking for it.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh boy. Well, let's jump into some of the topics that I've decided to come up with today. So, we kind of talked about Connor Bedard for a second, as long as he's known around here as Condor Bedard, as I've nicknamed him for no reason at all. So, he's the talk of the town right now, and he's only 18 years old. So I asked everybody, what were you doing that would make you the talk of your town at 18 years old?
Whew.
Doesn't have to be impressive. It's just like whatever you were doing.
I was
Roxy,
writing.
you got an answer?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, Herb, go ahead.
No, yeah, by all
Herb.
means, Herb, if you're
Herb.
actually ready to answer the question.
I didn't really do anything when I was 18. I went to college and I didn't get kicked out. I got homesick, came back and went to COD, and then was writing for the Courier, which is their student newspaper. And so, firstly, the fact that I could actually write would have been a thing in Wheaton. They're like, oh man, English teachers were like, that Courier must be running on hard times. Herb's up there doing the sports for the Courier. So that would have been a huge thing for Wheaton North teachers. Miss Fenton would have loved it.
Yeah, take that, Wheaton.
Yeah.
You and your 80,000 churches.
Yeah.
One,
I was just about to make a comment.
Absolutely terrible. I mean,
one
it's a great
church
city
for every
to
man, woman, and child
to grow up in, but also I would never move back. Boring as shit. And as you guys said, too Jesus-y.
Yeah, like, oh, you're a Christian. What part of Wheaton are you from?
The worst part. The whole thing.
So I was 18 my entire senior year. I wasn't held back or anything cool. I just was born in like the weird cutoff. My birthday is the 25th of September, so I could I don't know. The thought of my mom, like if I ever refer to Wendy, that's obviously my mom. If I the thought of Wendy being in charge of somebody's education is very overwhelming. So I'm not sure if it was like, oh, you can either, be in this class or this class. But so I was emancipated my entire senior year. Like they let you sign like this piece of paper, or like you just had to give your parent like the piece of paper to sign. And so I decided I was going to wake my mom up at like 6:00 before going to school. And I was like, can you sign this? And she was like, what is it for? And I was like, so I can not have to have you sign for field trips. And she was like, yeah, cool. And then I could call myself out the entire rest of the year.
Hell yeah.
I didn't do anything cool.
That's cool.
That is cool.
But I did call myself out when I didn't feel like going in. But I would leave still so that my mom would know that I wasn't at school or would think I was at school.
I'm
There you go.
kind of glad they didn't let me do that. I just wouldn't have. I just stopped going.
Yeah.
And I mean, I basically did anyway, but I got
my dad kicked my ass if I didn't go to school enough, and that's good enough for me.
That's fair. That's fair.
That was when I started realizing that people having to job before I'd say 10 o'clock or do anything before 10 o'clock is unfortunate. I started school at 7:30 in the morning. Should be illegal.
Yeah.
Not
But we got to train the workers and consumers of tomorrow how to get somewhere on time and sit down and shut the fuck up for 8 hours and do as you're told. Got to start them young,
I mean, sitting down and being quiet does sound.
I do enjoy sitting down.
We do know that.
I do enjoy that. I've been known to say that a time or two. When I was 18, I had to really think about this for a second. When I was 18, I was on the road to being a famous rock star. So we had a tour van, and I was playing crazy heavy metal music and shows, and doing what you do at those things, getting punched in the face and whatnot. And but talk of the town material, the only thing I could come up with, and I realized, oh yeah, I was 18 when this happened, I guess. I broke my nose on my own knee.
I was going to ask.
I was going to
you
say, it's just the
about
time,
what
yeah.
you were.
Was playing a show, and real big deal, big time stuff out at a bar in fucking Barrington.
I was hoping you were going to say
in front of, no doubt, like tens of people. And I had my foot up on the kick drum. I was the vocalist. And yeah, it was the first song towards the end of the very first song of the set, and I just no spatial awareness, and I'm feeling the energy and whatnot, and straight just headbanged straight down into my knee. There is I keep telling this story to people in private, and then I say this, and I haven't gone and looked for it. I believe there's footage of this on the internet somewhere. Because you can see it happen. It doesn't look that impactful on camera, if I remember, but like I come up to like do the next line, and there's like tears coming out of my eyes, and then within a minute, I mean, there's blood all over it, my face, the microphone, all like coming down my hand.
It's so metal.
Multiple people, like when the song is over, multiple people are like, "Hey, do you want a towel or something?" I'm like, "No, dude, this is awesome." Like
this is how the show's supposed to go.
Yeah, and I think by the end of it, I think the sound guy was not real pleased with me, because they probably that mic was probably a biohazard. After that, and then I can't remember. I think I had somebody else drive my car home because I thought I am concussed. But I got home, and I was still living with my folks. Like, we had just graduated high school, and I asked my mom, who, I don't know, her sister's a nurse. She knows something about something. And I was like, "Hey, do you think my nose is broken?" And she kind of looked at it, and she's kind of like, "Well, I don't know. You can go to the ER if you want." And I was like, "Nah, I'm going to go to bed." And here we are, 11 years later, and wouldn't you know it, I can't breathe very well through my nose.
Yeah, because you deviated your septum.
Probably.
I'm sure I did.
We
Yeah.
talked about this actually. Yeah, you
But,
you shit out of that thing, because that's what happened to me and my brother threw a basketball, right?
I don't know that the town was talking, but
but I was.
That's what I got for you.
Oh, jeez. Just incredible.
Yeah. I
slipped off a broken nose and probably a concussion, and everything turned out fine.
Yeah,
there were
most people deviate their septum by doing cocaine, and you were just like, fuck that.
I feel like
part of that.
He skipped that
part of the story though, where he said he walked up to do another line, and I was like,
that's true.
What a champion.
So I deviated my septum.
Would have been cooler if there was cocaine involved. There was not. I just had a lot of piss and vinegar, and that's a normal idiom. I'm not forcing piss into the show. That's a thing people say.
It is metal though.
I
see, and I thought it's pretty metal. That's why I gotta find that footage, because that'd be worth taking a look. There was a lot of blood, and that was far from the only concussion I gave myself that way. I'm probably on track with some folks who played some level of high school or collegiate football in terms of the risk to my brain in the future. What about you, Sam?
We're worried about your brain in the present, dude. Don't worry. For me, I mean, yeah, I was also in my senior high school going to college when I was 18. I mean, I flunked out of college within the first semester, so that was fun. I had a very, very, very the lowest GPA you could have without actually physically being 0. So that was impressive.
Hell yeah. And the town was talking.
The town, my parents sure were. I did join the military that year too. Biggest regret and mistake of my life. If anybody out there's thinking about enlisting, don't do it.
No.
Just simply don't do it. They don't need you. They're fine.
Hello, NSA.
I'm,
Some kid's gonna sit in bed though after watching this in like a depressive episode and be like, "Fuck, not even the military." After
I
watching
can't-
this,
I mean, they'll take you. Just don't let them. Just negotiate better.
for what?
For them to actually deliver on the promises that they make you.
That's not how this works, Sam.
Oh, it is if you hold out long enough.
Can you just go to the one that
Just like,
doesn't do anything, the space one?
Yeah,
space
You
Well,
can.
force.
he defended Mount Rushmore.
that's true. I did do that. I protected it for 2 weeks.
and it's
Still there.
safe now.
It's still there. You're welcome, America.
That's just like a John Mulaney skit. You're like holding your deployment over. You're like, okay, you can get this, but
You got to do a lot of stupid shit
to
first.
ensure I get mental health care after this. And they're like, that's where.
Yumper, I beat that. Mine started with 0.0.
Oof.
0.036 was
That's so
my
awesome.
GPA.
I love
Herb,
that.
what did you go to school for, if you don't mind me asking?
Dumb shit. I went to Carroll College to play football. Then I got hurt my first practice, and so I was like, I'm gonna be a weather dude. So geography, firstly, so I was majoring in geography initially. Then I was like, this is dumb. I don't know topography. I don't even care about the weather that tough. But I need to do something, and so they had a radio station there. And for the 3 months I was at Carroll College, I was doing the radio. And so then I left because I was in love at the time.
Aw.
And then I
Aw.
left because I was dumb. And so I went back to Wheaton and was terrible at COD
Talk of the town.
until I was terrible at Western Illinois, which they kicked me out with like 5 months into that because they're like, you got to do some type of homework. I don't know if I had as low as 0.038 or whatever that was, but I didn't go to a lot of classes, and I don't think I passed any of my classes my first semester, my only semester at Western Illinois.
I only passed one class, and it was like the lowest credit class because it was for the military's ROTC class. It was the only class.
Like, can you run? Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Hey,
Can you point this fake gun at people? Yeah, I can do that too.
Sweet.
man, you're natural.
You're
To the
natural.
top. To the top of the class you go.
Damn right. And this is also 100% true. I spent all of money I made in the military on Taco Bell because there was nothing else to fucking do.
All the other kids, we got to keep telling them not to look down the barrel. You're number one in the class.
I just want to see if it's loaded. That's not where you check
It's
it.
It's
Well,
a prop.
Oh god.
And here we all are, despite our different walks of life.
Here we all are, just giant superstars.
What was your,
Surviving
order?
and thriving.
What was your
you
order
know?
at Taco Bell? Back in the
Back
day.
then, I mean, back then it was probably just a simple 3 taco meal.
All right, now you got to
That's
answer
it.
your own question, Herb, and then I have my definitive answer.
Yeah.
Well, now, I mean, back in the day, it used to be the Crunchwrap Supreme, which they've fallen off so badly now. It's just all tortilla. But I'll get one of those and get one of those Doritos Locos tacos, but
Sure.
with the extra soft taco on the outside,
So, okay.
oh yeah.
whatever that's called. I forget
Yeah,
what
it's
called.
I know exactly what it's called, but I'll wait for you to finish.
Gordita Crunch.
Yeah.
Or whatever. That's what I would get. Those two things,
Yeah.
and then of course a Baja Blast. Who
You got to
doesn't
have the
those?
Baja Blast.
Of
You got to
course.
it's so weird to eat it and then not have the Baja Blast to wash it down. It's like I don't and like when I don't know if they're still doing it, but when they like came out with Baja Blast for stores, like I'm not interested because the taste
Right.
goes specifically
Only with Taco Bell.
and the order has not changed since 2002.
Okay, so
and-
you should just be thankful that they haven't fucking gotten rid of the things you order.
It's well because I can still recall the seminal ad campaign for the Cheesy Gordita Crunch when they launched that product, and I went and I had it, and that's been the only thing that I've gotten since 2002. That's not true because for like I really enjoy the breakfast Crunch wrap now, If
Ooh,
I like
mhm.
a lot of the time I'll set up like if my buddy and I go golfing on the weekend, I'll make the tee time for like 11 o'clock because that's 11 o'clock's the cutoff for breakfast at Taco Bell. So I'll hit the drive-through on the way to the course, and that's my sustenance for the day, for the round. Is I'll get that the bacon crunch wrap, and that thing, in terms of one singular menu item, it's top 3 for fast food breakfast items is the bacon crunch wrap. But yeah, the cheese, it'll be like when I was a teenager and really putting down a lot of food, I'd get like 3 or 4 cheesy gordita crunches. Nowadays it's pretty much just 2, but it was a game changer when the Doritos Locos taco came around, and then they put that in. You can now get that inside of the cheesy gordita crunch.
Mhm,
Yes,
mhm.
damn it.
Absolutely clutch. Oh yeah,
Oh no.
little quarter.
Oh no. Stoop kicked his router again.
Oh no.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I
Oh.
used to I used to really like whatever that burrito
There he
is
is.
where they have the flaming hot Fritos in it, the beefy crunch, I think is what it is. That's insane. And then I also like the cheesy gordita crunch as well. But then they used to have taquitos. I was a big fan of those.
Mm-hmm.
I was a big fan. And then when they
Oh,
stopped
yeah.
making them, like the dude I was dating at the time, we would go there like at least twice a week, and we stopped going to the Taco Bell, and we went one time and they were like, "Oh, we thought you like died." Because you stopped coming. And we were like, "Yeah, the taquitos." But I will be brave. I've tweeted this before. I don't always get Baja Blast.
Mm.
It's just like if I'm dining in, then I'll get it because then I like there's just something to be able to like refill the fountain, drink a few times. But if I'm taking it home, I'm gonna have a Diet Coke. There's just something to the Diet Coke, but it's okay. I'm not ashamed to admit it anymore.
That's fine.
We
It's okay to
accept
be
you.
wrong.
Fucking being canceled. See you later.
Lovely. I love that we delved into Taco Bell order talk. That was perfect. Just top notch.
Anytime anyone ever wants to talk about fast food, I could fill an hour just doing that, man.
Mhm, mhm.
That'll be easy to plan next week then.
I love it. Can we
All
spend the
right.
rest of the show talking about Hugh Jackman's birthday?
We can.
Absolutely not. No. I forbid it. No.
That's fine.
This is not the show where I have to tolerate whatever subject gets brought to me.
All right, on to the next.
That's every other Tuesday. All right. So this topic came to me because many times I've visited my buddy who lives up in Wisconsin. He used to live way up by Green Bay area, and you'd be really hungover on Sunday morning, and you turn on his TV, and for some reason he always had ESPN2 on. And the times that I've seen it, it was either cornhole or bowling was on. And so I want to know, what's the better Sunday morning TV? ESPN2 bowling or ESPN2 cornhole?
Herb, what do you think?
I can't really bowl well, so I've never really watched bowling. And to me, unless it's that guy Pete Weber, I guess his name is the guy with the like, who do you think you are? I am that guy. I'm in. I'm out. I don't want to watch people just do bowling. It's kind of boring to me. Cornhole, on the other hand, I think takes skill. Takes years of practice. I know bowling does too, but give me.
Thank you.
And this is gonna be controversial. Give me
On
a
this
year.
show, are you sure?
Give me a year of just bowling. I can probably be a decent bowler. Not like
my God. Oh my
not a
God! Did you
PBA
pick
guy.
you so picked the wrong one?
Yeah.
I'll give you a year. If you dedicate yourself to cornhole for a year, you could go pro.
You're going national.
Bowling is so much fucking harder, man.
I mean, it's harder, but I think the bowling and my power and my strength lends itself to better results in bowling than cornhole. My touch is always off. I always overshoot it or undershoot it. And if I did it, it's strategy, blocking people, throwing it into the cornhole. I think it's more enjoyable. But bowling, we had it as a class when I was in high school. I was like, I get it, but I'm bored as fuck. Get out of here.
It's
I'm sorry if
just
I'm
occurred.
offending.
It's just occurred to me how awesome this is because, like, when I hear you say things on the radio, I can try to argue with you, but you can't hear me. So this is this is
much
great.
Yes.
Herb's like, damn, I love that barrier. I used to
I'm in for it. You think it would be better? You think you or me or anybody in general would be better as the year of cornhole or year of bowling? Like more, like better at the sport, more advanced, more.
This is gonna be the post-show poll. Thanks to
First of all, I love both of these sports dearly. I am an advocate for all the fat dad sports. Bowling, cornhole, golf, darts, anything where you're basically stationary. I'm all about all of it. Oh, please, internet, please don't do this to me.
Are you here?
He's doing it.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I guess Herb won.
Please,
Oh, wait,
please, dear sweet Jesus, please,
Oh,
dear God.
He's really dying.
Oh, you're not Tom Holland yet? No.
Oh man.
oh.
Oh no.
I think he needs to go away for a bit and then come back.
Yeah.
No.
Wait.
Hmm?
He's making the same face he did a couple episodes ago, just dead evilly staring at his internet.
Well, until he comes back, I personally would also say bags. Bowling after a while, like I like the competitiveness of bags in that it's like you're kind of playing on the same board versus obviously with bowling it's just your individual lane. I think there's more competitiveness to like having there be more of a strategy than just I'm gonna knock down a fuck ton of pins. Because like even if they, I've very rarely when I watch the professionals are they actually like not banking it. But when they don't, it's cool to see how they have to like change the strategy of the board and stuff like that. In terms though of what I think I would be better at in a year, I probably would be better at bags. Poor Stoop, he's trying so hard. But that's also because I'm more basketball. I can't say that too loud because Jason will come in here. I'm more basketball minded. So that in itself, I think once you kind of get into the cadence of like the arc and, you're going to see me do this and you can gif it. Yeah, I just think bags is like more technical, but like less technical at the same time to make it more fun. Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Hey.
How you feeling, buddy?
The irony is we were supposed to have a guy out here a couple days ago and give us new internet. And what we didn't realize is the order didn't go through because when we hit the go button, the internet went out. And I am loving life.
Greek tragedy right there. But I would say, like watching, I would rather watch cornhole because Roxy said, like it's much more technical, much more blocking. But these are terms that are disparaging to bowling a little bit. Bowling is very fucking hard to actually be good at. It is.
I'm so biased. I was growing up. My dad was like a pretty serious bowler. So I grew up around a lot of bowling. I bowled competitively myself as a kid.
You're a gutter slut?
To this day, I'm that fucking nerd that like if you say, "Hey, let's go bowling," like just for fun, I'm showing up with my own shit. I'm that guy because it's not sorry, it's not super fun for me otherwise. Like I need to try and shoot up into the 220s 230s. It'll make me happy. But I mean, cornhole is totally better television, and it's also a better sport for America. I personally enjoy watching bowling because I'm a huge fucking nerd. It's not like good television, especially now that all these kids are doing the two-hand thing. Yeah. It's really ugly, and it just like you managed to somehow make bowling even less cool than it already was. All like every single kid that comes up and does well now is a two-hander. It like the regular classic looking bowling shot is like a thing of the past here. So definitely cornhole is better television. Cornhole also is just awesome because it's like the most inclusive sport possible. Like it's co-ed and everything. I mean, we've talked about on this show before, I think the one competitor in cornhole with no arms and no legs, still killing it out there, just holing them too, like just sinking one after another. That shit is impressive as hell. With
what?
You'll see. I don't want to be offensive by trying to describe it, but
okay,
you'll see. Like it's super impressive.
Dayton
man.
Weber.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dayton Weber.
Yeah, Stoop, I've seen the video, at least like on Twitter, that you're referring to. It's insane. It like
also going back to my support for all of the dad sports. If you gave me a year to dedicate give me 6 months to dedicate myself to cornhole, I'm absolutely going pro. I am fucking anybody catches me outside and wants to fucking face me in cornhole, let's go.
Please challenge me.
Let's
I
go.
need practice.
The same goes for ping pong. Okay, the nerdy white guy sports I am just all about.
So somebody just comes up to you, doesn't even say your name's like cornhole.
Oh yeah. Yep. Let's fucking go. Let's go. I mean, your shit's got to be like close to regulation. You know what I mean? But
you're that person too. You got the tape measure out.
Have I not made it clear that I'm a nerd? Like the things have to be.
No judgments, man. That's awesome.
Actually, the thing is though, people don't realize it's the like professional cornhole distance from board to board is 27 feet. It's pretty far.
That's a
distance. But I mean, those guys, they've got double-sided bags where one side is kind of like tacky, so it'll stick, and then if you need to slide one up, it's got a slippery side too. And they're expensive. I've looked into this shit. But I absolutely, I'm saying the same thing Herb said, except for cornhole. I could do that easily, and I do think that to answer the question, it's better television.
Yeah. That was my pick too, because I've watched cornhole on TV quite a few times, and just how much adrenaline those guys end up making for themselves is hilarious.
It's awesome.
It's
incredible.
So awesome.
It's so awesome.
There's
a reason that like the programming has like continued,
And they have the sponsored shirts, and that's the best thing.
Hell yeah, man.
It's the best. I'm like, how do you have this? And I love the post like match interviews. They're like, I just want to thank God for this opportunity.
Hey man,
I'm like, you're throwing a bag at a board.
You know what? They're at the top of their discipline. Okay,
perfect. Like it encapsulates it so much. You're just like, oh. But the only thing I don't like is that they don't have a drink in their hand when they're doing it. That should be a part of the rule.
I wonder if you're allowed to.
Yeah, I don't think
probably not. But it's how we all other.
Like, why not? I mean, it's not a PED.
You need that balance of a drink in one hand.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just cheating.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that we all refer to it as cornhole and say cornhole as many times as we can.
Many times. This episode. Just keep pushing cornhole.
That's right.
Big cornhole advocates.
Just in case Celeste catches any of this.
She better.
She literally wrote a blog about it last year. So the consensus is cornhole is better Sunday morning TV.
Yeah. I mean, I personally will watch bowling, but I understand why no one else would.
Yeah. I get it. All right. So our final non-repetitive topic of the week is so in baseball, people have been clamoring for robot umpires for a very long time. It's obviously being tested and all things going out. So my question is, what other jobs in sports should robots be doing?
For me, I mean, it is pretty easy for me because Jerry Reinsdorf gave a job to a person that is not qualified the job he had or the one he has now. What about a robot GM? I mean, he could not do worse than what the fuck Chris Getz is about to do with hiring every terrible Royal ever. So just put in the numbers, all the stuff of, understand baseball for the robot and just say, hey, we need a second baseman, right fielder, 3 starting pitchers, a catcher, and then put the available money. And I guarantee you would have a better thing. We're
This
not
is
getting
brilliant.
Salvador Perez. He sucks at baseball now.
This is I can't believe this didn't occur to me. That's genius because we've got the technology, and if you have an AI GM, that's one less person Jerry has to pay. So he's all about it. At worst, it's going to be a replacement level GM, which is still several rungs higher than what we've got. That's a great idea.
And Jerry, like you said, Jerry would go for it. He's like, oh man, I have to pay him.
Exactly.
Work him all these hours. Excellent.
But here's the issue, though. He would then have to hire people who know how to operate a computer.
Damn.
That might be tough.
And there's the rub.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of that picture of Rick Hahn in that one room with the old looking phone. Then he's just
but still, an IT department still probably costs less than a actual GM. So
likely.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna say a job for robots in sports. I would like to just gradually phase the people out and just have the robots do all the things. Because that's where we're heading with like the gambling and everything. I mean, the only way to really assure your investment is just to go ahead and just program the whole thing. But at the very least, to control the ball in any given sport, or not control it, but to have like an AI ball in any of the sports, really would spice things up. Like if a pass from Justin Fields were to just randomly change direction, I mean, that would add some significant entertainment value, I think. Like somebody crushes a home run and it's headed over the wall and it just turns around. It would be an emotional roller coaster. Really, really drive the entertainment value.
I could see it.
I could see that.
What do you think, Sam?
Well, I was also going to stick with baseball. Per went GM. I went manager, like setting a lineup. Like literally just like put in all the data that your players have, give it to the robot. It'll crunch out. Here's the lineup that you should use with the numbers that they got, so that nobody on Twitter knows better than the robot.
Yeah, I can't see how it would do worse than any of the last number of White Sox managers.
Right. I mean, not even. I mean, the White Sox. I mean, you could literally put them any 1 through 9, and they're not going to be good. But I mean, any baseball team, everyone's even good baseball teams. People are like, why is this person batting where they are? But I'm like, well, I mean, they won a bunch of games. I think the guy might know what he's doing a little bit.
Yeah, you can change it from time to time. If a dude starts slumping, it's like, okay, you're Tim Anderson, you're 8th now, instead of just being the first hitter because you are a veteran. And that dumb shit that Pedro does.
And don't question Dusty Baker. He invented the high five.
Damn right.
That is the weirdest trivia ever. Bet some dude is in some other city in like Seattle or something like that. It's like, fuck Dusty, I did that shit in 65.
Yeah,
I just didn't do it on TV.
For sure.
See, and like my hope would be that, if a player is upset, about where they are in the lineup, and they just go fucking nuts and they start hitting the robot with a bat.
But that's also good television,
right?
It's a win-win.
You're like, oh, there's some trouble in the dugout, and the player just killed the manager.
Yeah, a pitcher gets taken out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
Carlos Zambrano would have had a lot of fun.
Just fucking throws water on him. It's like, you're done.
Hemorrhaging money on the manager robot. Like, we may not pay him a salary, but God, we've gone through like 15 of these things already this year.
Imagine the press conferences. The post game with the robot manager.
It's just putting out data the entire time.
Andrew Benintendi should be turning on the ball. It's costing us much more money than he did last year.
Oh, Stoop, this is a good question from Tristan. Who invented the sober five?
I don't know. It wasn't Dusty Baker.
Dusty Baker was too damn high when he invented that.
That's right.
Yeah, Gatorade style. Carlos Zambrano beat.
Yeah,
him
that's
in
what
January.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Roxy, what about you?
Thinking going, towards baseball again, especially with the White Sox in particular. I would definitely like to see more robot like athletic trainers and like just the different specialists, specifically for hamstrings, of course. But I think there's a little bit large room for improvement. And I just think, especially with how advanced medical technology is in itself already, you can just pair that right up.
That's a little scary.
Like they're not actually I should say they're not maybe
Robots are
it's a little
performing
redundant,
surgery.
but they're not actually performing like the
Because I'm just thinking about like a robot stretching somebody's hamstring and it like malfunctions and just
yeah,
tears,
so
like,
like,
just tears the leg
maybe
off.
maybe I
Yeah.
like am somehow overthinking it too. Like they're not actually like doing it that they're just the robots just come up with the plans.
I see. Sure. I mean, I'm like 99% sure that most competent organizations actually have that
kind of
computer
data.
programs that
Yeah.
that figure out the best kind of recovery plan.
You would think.
I would think. Jerry wouldn't.
You know what? I think that we just looked at the other day. The White Sox don't have that many minutes on the IL. It's because they keep
They
on
don't-
playing players
Yeah,
who
because
are
they
already
don't
hurt.
use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when
right.
they go back, it's like, oh no, we weren't hurt at all, guys.
They actually had a really healthy year.
It's like
It was-
everybody was hurt the whole damn year.
It was the long con the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those robots would definitely hook it up because these damn humans are terrible.
Yeah.
I like this one from Andy. Robot bullfighting. A man would have to take on a mechanized bull.
Ooh.
I'm in.
That's like the Rick and Morty man versus
Isn't
car.
that's just
Like-
a bar at a bar?
No, but this is fighting the bull.
This is like fighting, like
Not
Oh,
just trying to stay
fighting
on
it.
one.
Yeah.
Fighting
You're
with
fucking you're holding out a thing for a robot.
What's funny is
That's
like we
not
don't,
gonna get tired.
what's funny is like we don't need more of a challenge. We already can't win against the bull like in a fair fight. This is just
Fuck
a
it, mechanize
slaughter
it.
at this point.
Let's make it even harder.
Yeah.
Running with the mechanized bulls.
And you wouldn't have to kill a live animal. You just kill
Exactly.
A robot.
That's
It
true.
would-
And
it would-
And you wouldn't be able to kill a live animal or the live robot because it would just be calculating where you're going to move to. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you're going over there. Here's the
Yeah.
horn.
Yeah,
in
that's
your
true. It
ass.
would be more humane. Yeah,
Mhm.
take notes, Spain.
Well, now that the circus doesn't have animals, I wonder what they do.
Yeah, robot animals. Hit up Boston Dynamics. There's nothing scary going on.
Oh, you want to get
God.
serious now? Wait.
30 years from now. Golly, I can't wait.
Yay.
A robot overlord's going to be taking over.
Yeah.
All
Robots?
athletic and shit.
Robots in the Harlem Globetrotters would be kind of funny,
Ooh, that would be fun.
Yeah. Oh.
but only like one guy, not the whole.
Just
thing.
one guy.
and you don't know who it is.
Yeah. Add, like, one or two in there, see if you can notice.
They have to. It's like a murder mystery. It's a robot mystery. You got to figure out who it is and how to stop them.
That one guy's leaking oil. Maybe it's him.
might be him.
Uh,
All right. All right. Well, that does it for our regular new times of the week. So we'll move into best tweets from the week that everybody submitted to us. So the first one we got here is from Herb. So let me pull this up real quick because it is here.
fuck,
And,
I keep forgetting to make music for this.
We got Jordan Love throwing that interception directly into the numbers of Roberts playing on Sunday night.
Oh my god,
Just
that guy throwing the ball.
Beautiful throwing motion.
I don't
Oh
even know
yeah,
what
look
the
at that!
show's from.
Look at that textbook.
It's never not funny to watch
It
that.
always cracks me up.
Those mechanics are incredible. Like, I'm
Oh
just
my
thinking
God.
about like the acting of that scene. They're like, we want you to just throw the ball as horribly as you possibly can.
I would love to see, like, if there were any other cameras filming right then. Like, I want to see where that ball went.
Got kicked off to the side.
It's like 5 feet. Just
The actor's like, I don't even know how to play football. It's like, do we need a
Like-
consultant or anything like that? Like, no, don't even worry about it. We don't
Nah.
care about it. There's a
Nah.
bunch of teenage girls and teenage boys watching the show. They don't care.
do
Football.
your best throw.
I don't even know. Is that
The
One
people-
Tree Hill?
I
don't
think
know
it's.
what that-
I think it was a movie called The Duff, or I don't know if it was a show or a movie, but I think
How
it's
could
called
you
The Duff.
possibly know that?
Because I've seen that a billion times.
What's wrong? You know what? Don't answer me.
Not the movie. I've seen that clip like a billion times. And I finally looked it up. I'm like, what the hell is this from? And it's something called The Duff. Yeah. All right. Next one we got is from Roxy, which is also a video that we'll play here in a second.
Just a second.
All right.
I was digging through some shit in the closet looking for a tote of my wife's winter clothes, and I was like, I don't remember 2 black totes. What the fuck is? Oh, all right.
And that's just normal.
looking for a tote of my wife's.
Hey, you know,
I was like, I don't remember 2 black totes. What the fuck is? Oh, all right.
guy found his rubber chicken stash.
Just
So
all right.
I think the only thing that would have made it funnier is I don't know if you guys have seen the videos of like at stores, like the baskets of those chickens, and the people put their hands.
Yeah, put the hand in there and make them all
and
squat.
they all, I think if he would have done that, it would have been a pinnacle. But
Oh yeah.
I think it's just fun to play through your head, like, how did we get here?
Mhm.
Why do we have that many rubber chickens?
You know what? That's none of our business.
And it's not, but that
It's
doesn't
not.
make it any less fun.
But
to-
it sure makes you think about it.
it's a little fun.
Man's got a great voice, by the way.
That's right.
That he does. That he does.
We should have him do the opening segment for
Mm,
ASScast.
mm.
Ooh.
He's our big voice guy. We'll
That's
Our big voice guy.
send him a
That's
message.
right.
Hey, want to be our big voice guy?
Yeah.
He would do it. He would totally do it.
Absolutely, he could. All right, next one we got is Stoops' tweet that he submitted. Braves radio is shambles. Given today's climate around the world, I'm not sure it's quite appropriate one. What anybody wants.
Did you guys hear the Braves broadcast reacting to Harper, staring Arcia down when he hit the like?
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
God Almighty! Could the Braves whole everything be any lamer?
No.
Like the
No.
players are good, but it's everything else is so cringy.
Yeah. Oh my
Philly
God.
Smithers struggling against racist
Jesus,
colonials.
having nothing to do with anything, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good one.
It's just unacceptable. Oh
Mm,
boy.
my God, they're throat slashing. Oh my God. Yeah, that's another tomahawk chop. We love that.
Yeah.
Oh, what do they do with the tomahawk chop? They're just having a good time. They're not cutting people's heads off. No, we're
But-
good.
No,
But
no,
Herb,
no,
it's
no.
also racist to make fun of it.
That's what I was gonna say. As I saw the tweet where somebody said, "Oh
Just-
no, it's the making fun of the tomahawk chop.
That's worse.
That's racist. Not 40,000 white people doing the chant. We
Me
do
and-
that in honor."
Me and Courtney went down there last year, and the ballpark's beautiful. And I was gonna rate it top 10, top 5 actually.
Till
But-
that shit happened.
Literally, they
Yeah.
asked for it. And it's like, oh, this is so cringy. Like,
It's-
it's like, what are we doing? Like if the people just do it organically, it's still racist. At least they did it themselves, the fans. But the damn video board asked for it. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, man. It's tough. It's like for the last several years, like they have a lot of young, exciting players, and you want to root for them. And then you see that shit. It's like, well, I hope bad things happen to you. It just feels so bad when they do that. God almighty.
Yep.
And it's not like one little,
No.
group of people in the ball.
It's everyone.
It's ridiculous.
And it's way too long. Like, why are you doing it for that long?
Yeah.
We get it.
Yeah, see, if they see a Native American and be like, get out of my way and spit on them. Like,
Right,
but I'm honoring
right.
you when I go to the ball game. You're getting honored.
But
Right,
hey,
right,
honored.
right.
Damn
I'll
right.
do the chop for you later. Don't worry.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure that they feel honored. I'm sure.
I mean, they used to have a person like Chief Nakahoma too. They're like, oh, that's way too racist. I'm like, not the damn chant. And today, right now, the baseball game's on in versus Atlanta, and then Kansas City doing the same thing when the football
Same
game's
thing.
on right now.
Yeah.
Florida
It's like-
State, same thing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm like Illini, they used to do a lot.
I remember they
American
did the
stuff.
same melody at Illini games, but never the gesture along with it.
Luckily, they've cut most of the Native American imagery and music out.
Correct.
If they would
And-
take the Illini out too, I'm fine with that. Like, we'll be cold. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'll
And
still
boy,
cheer
there's
for
a
'em.
lot of folks in Champaign who are very upset that they got rid of the
Chief.
chief. Yeah.
Ugh.
Now
Those
they're
people
just
are
an
terrible.
eye.
Oh, I can't see my Native American dude who's a white dude from Skokie
Right.
dance
Right.
in
Oh man, you
Native
should have said
American garb.
Wheaton. Should have said Wheaton.
I mean, I've already killed the Wheaton enough. I won't let me back in the city if I keep on shitting on him. Billy Graham will come back from the grave and fucking condemn me.
Oh
Blame
no.
on you, Blackhawks.
That's perfect.
I think
Literally.
my favorite thing about one of the Blackhawks traditions is the whole like don't step on the logo. That's like in the the locker room. And don't
Yeah.
fucking put it on the floor then. Why?
Yeah,
is this not
yeah,
like-
and I think every
Well-
hockey team does that shit too, and
some teams have them on the ceiling.
Yeah.
but I've heard the don't
Or
step
you
on
mean
the
where the
shit or
traditional
don't
is.
let your fucking sweater touch the floor, all that fucking shit.
yeah, all that stuff.
Just
Like-
stop it.
Like I
Stop.
saw a
it.
video of Connor Bedard getting like upset with somebody for walking across it. It's like, dude, your
Oy, oy,
teammate
oy.
started his tenure in the NHL when you were born.
First,
Shut the fuck
yeah,
up.
first of all, you're 6 years old. Don't
Thank you.
talk to me.
Thank
like,
Thank you.
like
if
once you
that 18-year-old would have like, hey, don't step on. I'm like, shut the fuck up, 12-year-old.
fuck, like wait at least until you've had to shave once. Like,
Bro, you were on your dad's insurance 6 months ago. Like,
my God.
He probably still is. He's like, it's too expensive through the NHL. I'm gonna stay on my parents' plan.
Yeah. By the way, you guys heard about this kid? You guys heard about this kid, Connor Bedard?
Never heard of him.
No.
Any good?
I don't know. They're saying he might be pretty good. I don't know.
I mean, I
just
watched a game that he was
might have
in
heard his name
yesterday and
once
they
or twice in the
lost,
last couple
so-
days.
I mean, the kid's only got 2 points in his whole career. I mean, that's
What a
not very
bum.
good. Come on, man, step it up.
Fucking bum.
I mean, Gretzky
Jeez.
had like what 17 by this time. Come on,
Right.
now.
Yeah. Step it up, kid.
Pretty sure Wayne Gretzky set every record the minute he stepped on the ice. So
That's true.
it's not that hard, obviously.
So as a I will say as a casual observer of like I used to watch hockey. I really just it's whatever now. I don't really give a shit. It is at like Taylor Swift levels of fucking like, oh, there he is. Like as soon as he gets on the ice, they're like Bedard's on the ice. And then they like when they show at least yesterday, I can't remember. I think it was ESPN or something, like just not
yeah.
not
TNT was way worse with it. Than
yeah,
ESPN
not. I
was.
think it was TNT. Yeah, because
Yeah.
the Kings run after. It was like not Comcast Sportsnet, but like
Right.
when they had like the Hawks on the ice, they like had Bedard like highlighted,
Mhm.
and then they were like, "Oh, Bedard!" It's just
Like,
like,
he's right here. He's right here, guys.
yeah, like this guy. And then it's just it reminds me of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. And you have to pick which is more annoying when you're somebody that doesn't care about either in general. Like you don't have like people obviously who are Blackhawks fans want to have the camaraderie for this kid, but like if you don't give a shit, what is more annoying?
Right.
So
It's it's everywhere and it's very prominently in our face.
I wonder if like hockey observers who are like big time grizzled veterans love Connor Bedard, but like you were saying, like they watching like I got it because I have eyes, I know who he is,
Mhm.
and I understand the game, so I don't need you, announcer guy and ESPN graphics person, to shout at me that he's
Right.
there.
I know
Got
what
it.
number
The
he's
small
wearing.
guy,
I can
98,
see him.
with his name on it. Thank
Right.
you.
They need to
His
try
name
making
is
the puck
literally
more
on it.
visible. Make
Right.
the puck easier to
They
follow.
used to do that. They used to put like some sort of ring under the puck and
Bring
on
back the
TV.
glow puck, man.
Yes.
I don't know
You had-
why. That's what they need to do. They need to make it's a robot puck.
There you
Yeah,
go,
there we
robot
go.
puck. Yep.
And it's huge. It's a no. They just need a Roomba on the ice. All right. I had a bonus one I wanted to share because I thought this was funny.
Okay, that's fucking hysterical.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Just
Awesome.
a blind
That's pretty
umpire, the back Angel Hernandez.
You know that Angel is working out how he could eject this kid.
Yeah, you know. People.
My 2 cents is if they're gonna if the umpires are gonna have a union that protects them for even if they're awful at their job, at least they could answer some questions.
Yeah.
That's I like just make up for it a little bit. But also, Jesus Christ, I mean, we can all see
true, Jackie.
who the shitty ones are. Like, come on.
That's true.
Like at least relegate them to like AAA and work their way
Right.
back up to the
Mhm.
majors.
Just
at
any-
minimum.
Just any kind of accountability at all. Any. That's all we want.
Because I don't know if any of these umpires actually get suspended, and I know if they do, they don't announce it because the
Right.
the
Right.
credibility would be, I guess,
Right. Yeah, they'll
harm
never
there.
admit when they're wrong. That's their whole thing.
Exactly. And so at least if you would say this guy's gone for 2 days, vacation, whatever,
Right.
and he's just gone.
He has an
You would like,
illness.
okay, we understand. Yeah, we understand that he got suspended because he was terrible at his job. They're so fucking like thin skinned too.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 second you say something to them, and like if I was an umpire, I know I'd fuck up things all the time. But if I know it was a borderline call or a call that I might have messed up, the last thing I'm gonna do is run somebody. Those
Right.
people are like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're questioning my authority, my terrible strike zone. You're out of the game."
I don't want to hear about my bad decisions. You're out of here.
What's the Twitter page that always talks about like the umpires performance like
The
next-
scorecards.
Yeah, I feel like after certain games I'm just like I can't fucking wait to read
Right.
the fucking report.
Like, we know how bad you were. We're gonna really see how bad you are.
Like I don't mind if they're shitty, obviously like on both sides, like if they're just bad like
Right.
overall. But there are just some where it's just so glaringly obvious, and the fact that to Herb's point, those guys don't even receive any sort of like discipline is insane to me.
Right. All right. I'll show this last tweet. We kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, and this is from our friend Jackie. The Royals to White Sox pipeline. It's just nuts. And she's not wrong. I mean,
And then
it's
that
it's
pipe
gonna be
is
beautiful.
Just
Oh,
shit.
bye, Stoop.
A bunch of shit flowing only up from Royals to the White Sox.
Yep.
None flowing back.
Oh, welcome back.
Hey.
Hi.
All right, let's get into our final segment. And if you are ready for it, let's do it. It's What's Up Your Ass. Graphic design is my passion.
So is
Every
sound
week,
design.
though, no neck gets me.
I know.
It's just like this.
I'm not very good at blending. I'm sorry. I'll do it on my phone. All right, Herb, I don't know if you've seen this segment before, but this is just a segment where we go around about what's been bugging us for like the last week. So,
Yeah, been driving lately. I mean, every day I drive to work, and it seems progressively these drivers are getting worse and worse. As a person who drives fast, very fast on Lakeshore Drive, DeSable Lakeshore Drive, I would like people in that left lane to move their punk asses to either the 3 lanes to the right. Because if you're not going at least 75, I know it's 40. I know it's 40 people. If you're not at least going 75 in that left lane, you need to get out of the left lane. And there's no such thing, absolutely no such thing as tailgating in the fast lane. None. If you feel you're getting tailgated, the 3 lanes to your right are better suited for you. So that's been getting in my ass because the pandemic happened, I hated the pandemic, of course, like everybody, but I want the pandemic back without the pandemic. So the 7 cars with me on Lakeshore Drive going into the Score Studios back in the day was like perfect. And there was no one at work. And I got off and I would get back home in like 10 minutes. Now it takes like 30 minutes in the same
You're
ride.
speaking Stoops language. Just don't fucking leave the house. It's like, yeah,
Yes.
I'm down.
And
Get out.
oh, I thought you meant driving fast, but also that both of those things.
Both of them.
The speed limit on Lakeshore Drive is not 40. The speed limit is whatever the person in front of you is doing.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it. That's all there is to it, man.
Keep up with the flow of traffic.
Mhm.
The only danger is they've recently started to fix it, but the stretch like north of I don't know, Montrose-ish from there up to Hollywood
Yes.
is fucking hazardous if you have anywhere near low car.
Mhm.
So
I know what you're talking about. I go all the way to the left. That third lane fucks me up every time.
I had to get new wheels on my car because they were no longer round.
Wow.
I had square tires.
Damn. Yeah, that road is rough. I don't know it's late now, but I think you can call like 311 or something and file a report and they'll pay for
You
your
know what?
tires. It takes a lot of work though, too.
Legally, the speed limit is 40.
Hey,
So,
man, you-
we're gonna, all I'm saying is we're gonna call it even.
Hey, I was going 117 down.
It's like, I consented. You know what I mean? Like I knew what I was signing up for. So they have started to level out some of those seams though, but dear God, man. I'm pretty sure every single person in Chicago made some joke about that when it was announced that NASCAR was coming.
Yes.
So, and because those cars are half an inch off the ground.
And
so.
it's coming back.
Let's go.
No.
Yes, Andy. Correct. 100%.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I can't blame him either. Those were good times.
I was recently commuting to Itasca every day. I do not do that anymore. That was very short-lived. It was shorter than the Kardashian Jenner marriage. Just something.
Oh,
Ooh.
Topical.
But I was getting home at like 7 p.m. every day.
Ugh.
And it's just not gonna fly. So yeah, I totally, even if my commute was faster, I probably wouldn't like doing it anyway, but it would make it a lot easier to just have everybody like, go the fucking speed limit. Cause so the commute was like 24 miles, give or take. 17 miles took me 30 minutes. And then the last 7 in this with the construction took me 30 minutes. So I'm on Herb's side with this, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had driving be my topic of what's up your ass a couple times. Just like, it's the easiest thing we do every day. Figure it out. It's not hard.
We're all going the same way, too.
Exactly.
We shouldn't be in traffic jams. Come on now.
No, traffic literally doesn't make sense.
Video that says it's because people, and this is going to sound probably very obvious, but it's because people use their brakes. Like if people just slowed down versus braking, then there wouldn't be these issues. But I think that gives people too much credit.
I don't think people know that you could just not push on the accelerator. Just take your foot off of it. Your car will naturally slow down.
Right.
You don't have to brake.
Problem solved. World peace.
Jerks.
God. Worst.
Stoop, what you got?
Stoop, what's up your ass? I'm
Well,
assuming
it's like that. It's
Oh no.
It's gonna be his internet for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, Roxy, what's up your ass? While Stoop's
Shit,
figuring
yes.
it out.
When I say like Stoop, what do you got?
Oh, wait,
somebody.
Wait, we got him.
I definitely say that because I don't have anything ready.
Sorry, Stoop, you're back.
I don't think it's necessary for me to explicitly answer this question.
It's implied.
You don't have to be explicit. We can take that off the YouTube label.
I just think that we'd all be better off without the internet.
Just entirely.
Entirely. Yeah.
Not so sure about
I
that.
do. I really do.
But then Stoop, we wouldn't be friends. if the internet had not existed.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know what I'm missing out on, and also I wouldn't be full of a murderous rage right now. So
true.
we'd have a couple things going for me.
But how am I gonna? Where would I find out the top 27 best moments of sitcoms of all time? Like, I need that on the internet.
No, you don't.
I need BuzzFeed in my life.
I mean, I don't know how old you people are. Did you guys have the internet in high school?
Mm.
Yeah.
Nope.
We're roughly 30, early around there.
Oh yeah, you guys are all good. Yeah.
So like we didn't I did. I mean, like Twitter and iPhone came out like halfway through our high school experience, roughly.
Yep.
I didn't have a smartphone until well after high school.
Same.
But like, yeah, I mean, the internet was fine.
I don't know.
In most places. You still had people with old shitty internet. Click a video and let it
Wait,
load
you didn't
for a
have a
while.
smartphone until after high school?
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah, I got a hand-me-down one from my brother.
Interesting. But you had phones at least. Like,
Yeah,
when did you get your first
cell
phone?
phone. Yeah, sure, a regular cell phone. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
regular
but
flip
like,
phone.
when did you get your first phone?
Right at the end of 8th grade, I think.
I think I got mine.
I had one of the later generations of the Nokia brick.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
still undefeated.
Oh yeah.
Still just, I mean, that thing went
Yes,
through the wash multiple times. And it was fine.
On purpose.
It was fine.
I was
I've had a
trying
cell
to break
phone
it.
since I was like 10 because I have divorced parents. And my dad knew that the only way he could get a hold of me was to give me my own phone. It had Snake on it. It was fucking lit.
Yeah, dude. Snake was the shit, man.
Snake was undefeated.
Hell yeah.
If we could build houses out of those things now, they would
Dude,
survive. Like
It was a game changer. I got Snake on my fucking TI-84 graphing calculator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was
Calculator games
shit,
that we
dude.
weren't supposed to be playing, but absolutely
I just
100%
like
of the time
writing
were.
games.
If there's any Gen Z kids listening, I'm sorry.
Your shit's boring.
You know. I mean, their shit's definitely not boring. Like they could be on Twitter looking at boobs in class. I'm playing Snake.
But
I'm
like you said,
calculator.
if we didn't have the internet, we wouldn't know what boobs we were missing.
This is what I'm saying.
I mean,
What is the risk?
as an old, I could tell you we still saw boobs.
I see them, yeah, but
I mean, without the internet.
I understand.
Yes.
But
a lot of them.
you know what I'm saying.
As a child, young. So, I'm telling you, that still went on in the 80s and 90s. We saw a lot of boobs on magazines and porn.
Oh yeah, like you
I
guys
get-
been to you guys been to Rolling Stones, the like record place over at Harlem and like near Harlem.
I've never been there, no.
Or no, excuse me. Yeah, Harlem and Irving. So it's by the hip Harlem Irving Mall.
Yeah.
So Rolling Stones over there, it's like a classic rock shop. They sell vinyl, CDs, all this shit, et cetera, et cetera. But that was one of my first times of like seeing like porn and nudie mags like in person, because they have like a special section. It's not even roped off either.
It's
I know
just
some
out
places
there.
used to have like the little velvet,
At least
Yeah, the curtain.
yeah, and or just like the little fucking like.
I mean, yeah, usually I gotta pay to get roped off.
Yeah, but then at Rolling Stone, you could just walk right in, and so I would turn down an aisle thinking it's another, and it would be like "Cum Dumpster 16."
No, I think Herb is lying to us. I refuse to believe that there were boobs before 2009.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like you said, you didn't want the internet, and that's how you see boobs. It's like
No.
we like
I see.
there was nothing more than
That's
us
not what
trying-
that's
What are you
not-
saying?
Might be what you heard. That's not what
Okay.
I said.
all right.
I don't want the internet. I don't want to see boobs.
Like, I cut the internet off. I hate titties. Sorry. Sorry, that's not what you said, Snoop? My bad.
So defensive.
I'm-
It's an important clarification. We want to know that you can acquire cities using multiple platforms.
Nope, there were none. Zero. They didn't exist before.
Like,
Oh boy.
I would say, Stoop, it would be much better if we didn't have the internet.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Yes.
Giant meteor for president.
okay, so real quick, I know we're gonna wrap up. Let's say you created the internet rules.
Uh-huh.
So, right
No
off
white
the top of your head, what would be the first thing you can think of? Right off the top of my head, mine would be that if you post a fucking recipe, you don't need to put all of this fucking bullshit story from the 1800s about your grandpa who like rubs cow titties to acquire the milk for his recipes. Just tell me how much fucking food I need for this recipe. That's like what I think of. And then the second thing would be, this isn't really internet based, but the second thing would be that I don't get a fucking email saying my item is like shipped when it's just the shipping label. That's, I think,
Like
what my ass is
shipping
thinking.
label has been created.
You have printed a shipping label and it is sitting on this counter for 5 fucking days.
Waiting
You're
for somebody to
telling me
grab it.
that my item is out and like shipped. No, do not lie to me. We are in an age of technology where we should not be fucking deceiving people. I mean, clearly we do that all the time. But like from my pure innocence of just wanting my item sent to me as quickly as possible. I don't want to be bamboozled into this fucking label shit. Like Amazon tells me when the guy's pooping in between stops. You're telling me that this shipping label.
Wait, they're allowed to poop?
Yeah, they just can't
In the
tell.
bottle.
Right. Yeah, hey, look, none of these things would be issues if there were no internet. All these issues you're describing are
You wouldn't even
created.
be able to track your shit.
None of you wouldn't order anything. None of these things would be a problem if there were no internet, you know?
Just go to a store, Roxy. Get your stuff at the store.
Leave my house.
You can bring Tower Records back. All that stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Buy your physical records.
There you go. See? Nothing but good things.
Be sick.
Only good things happen without the internet.
That's right.
I mean, if you think about it.
Sam, what's up your ass?
I mean, I don't know. It's so easy to keep attacking our healthcare system because that's just absolute garbage.
Go for it.
What do you mean it's the best in the world, Sam?
You're right. It is. America's number one at everything. So, yeah, I literally only got a doctor's appointment next week because a new doctor joined the practice. That was the only reason I could get an appointment. Otherwise, it was way booked out for, some medical issues that you're going through. You shouldn't have to wait several months to be seen by a doctor or have to go to an urgent care ER or something.
But is he gonna get into the game?
Yes,
You said he joined the practice.
he did.
Does he just have one name?
No,
Ooh.
this is a 2-name doctor. So I'm
You're
pretty
moving
sure
up.
he's legit.
You're moving up in the fucking world, man.
I know.
Congratulations. So you
Yeah.
you unfortunately won't be able to get any drugs, illegal drugs from him.
He's not a 1-star WebMD
He's got 2
doctor,
names.
unfortunately. Damn. Dr. Bryant. No, he is a 2-name doctor. But yeah, I don't get it. Like, I understand there's a lot of people in the world and, a finite amount of doctors, but it should not take several months to be seen by any sort of doctor. And you shouldn't need to go through the fucking month-long referral process just to find someone. It's absolute insanity. And then, of course, insurance premiums are bullshit and deductibles are bullshit. And,
Wait.
It's fun.
Wait, months long? I thought that was in the universal healthcare countries where you had to wait.
Yes, it is. For years. Yeah, I mean, it's. Yeah,
I think we're all like-minded, right? And would we all agree, like, what model would work best for us.
Giant meteor.
That would work.
Just a giant reset of the world.
I agree.
I mean, I've never done a telehealth appointment, but I feel like that wouldn't really be helpful.
No, I'm
They
like,
are- I mean, you don't have to leave your house.
I actually need somebody to know what's going on with me.
Sam needs someone to cup his balls, and you can't
That-
do
I
that.
was gonna say, like, my doctor knows I'm healthy without seeing me naked. But
Well,
that is how she sees titties without the internet.
I,
yeah, that's
I
true.
don't-
good callback.
I don't know. I take my clothes off even for an ear infection. So, like, I just want them to make sure nothing else is
You
standing
go,
out.
oh, I'm sorry.
I thought this was just standard practice. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know who I have. Somebody call science and figure this shit out. We shouldn't have to.
I
You
love
know.
Yeah.
science.
Working on it. Working on it.
Somebody just figure out the number for science and
Hello, yes, science.
try some shit. You know, this is ridiculous. But Herb, what were you gonna say? What do you think we should
No, I just think it's like it should be free.
it should be.
And
Oh, really? Wow. Imagine
Yeah.
that. You mean like every other place in the world has?
yes,
I'm glad you
Huh.
followed up with that, Stu, because I was like, fuck, dude, you're getting pretty hostile. Like, your internet is getting to you. Like, he was weird.
He's like, oh, you just want everything handed to you.
I was like, whoa, bro.
You mean like it shouldn't bankrupt you to get sick one time? That's so crazy.
It is
I
it
don't.
is a crazy thought.
I don't
But-
understand why people. Not naive. I know why people don't do it, but it should be 95% of the people that say let's fucking do it. Like, I know why the minority and the people who love the minority fucking do it, and why they fucking love this bullshit ass system, because they make money off of it. But yeah, that shit should be fucking free. We shouldn't
Yeah.
fucking, like, if it's higher taxes, I'm fucking in.
It's
What are we talking about? I mean, like, whatever we need to do, I shouldn't, yeah, like you said, I shouldn't fucking have some major thing happen to me as a citizen of this country, and then I go fucking broke, and I got to pay this country back
Mhm.
for shit that they probably did to me. So fuck, yeah. And I know we don't have people who are representing that enough. We do have people representing it, but not enough. And it's some of the people I cheer for sometimes that fucking are on the side of big healthcare and shit. So that's another fucking thing. But fuck, it's just too much. We need to have those people have a zero sum and say, our fucking people need to be healthy, and this is how we help contribute to that by giving them free healthcare. It's not even free; it's earned as being a citizen of this country, even if you're not a citizen.
tough to argue with, and we're like 20 minutes over, so I got nothing to add.
Sorry.
Herb did.
No,
it.
no.
Herb, no, don't be sorry. I mean,
Never
it's
apologize.
perfect. Yep, no notes.
Good shit. Good way to end.
Exactly. I mean, Jackie's not wrong. Jackie's not wrong.
I can just read that in her voice too. That's the best part.
I love it.
Woo, what a good spot to end that. Oh my gosh. Herb, thank you so much for joining us here
Thanks,
on
Herb.
This
ASScast.
was delightful.
Appreciate
guys
it very
for
much.
having
Is
me.
there anything you want to plug while you're here?
No, I mean, CHGO White Sox, I'm on there daily, 3:30 each day in the off season.
Oh, I am glad we got to have Herb on, and I got to talk to him before Big Ten basketball season kicks off.
Oh God, I'm sorry, stupid kid.
'Cause-
I'm sorry.
You know, things get a little bit different between us.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm kind of a dick. I'm not kind of a dick. I'm very dickish.
No,
to Indian.
I'd wager to say there are. This may be going out on a limb. I'd wager to say there's folks out there who would call me a dick as well. So
Aw.
you know, it's okay.
As long as it's cordially dickish.
That's right. That's right.
on
But
my
I'm glad we got to have you on before Northwestern wins the conference.
Oof, oof. Oh, I think I'm going to be alive in 20 years. You trying to kill me?
You want to be?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Damn.
We support.
March Madness, baby. Here we go.
Yeah.
It'll be here sooner than you know.
It's Boo Booey season in a couple weeks.
There you go, Herb. You got a bumper sticker. Herb is the people's dick.
Sorry, peoples.
All right. Thank you, everybody who tuned in and commented along. We appreciate it very much every week when you guys are here. We will be back next week with another episode of ASScast. There is a blog out there to read that I wrote this week, how the NBA should be going back to school, but not in the way you think. So if you haven't given that a read, go ahead. And we'll see you all next week. Thank you all very much for joining. Thanks again, Herb. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.